one of the comments was, I talk as if all government agencies and bureaucrats are against the people. And I'm taking it like he means like I make my videos talking about how these government agencies and bureaucrats and stuff like that are destructive to the American way. I talk like that. I tend to talk. And and so to answer that, okay, government agencies and government bureaucrats and all this, they're against us. Okay, that's what I was talking about. And what it is I try to figure out, and you can correct me if I'm wrong on this, but it seems like everything that the government gets involved in, they screw it up. I keep trying to tell myself there's got to be some place that it's not. And it used to be, I thought it was the military. I thought, well, the military is one of the things that only the government can do, and they do a good job. And then I say, I don't need to go any further than that. We all realize even our military's been boogered up by the government. I think the military would work much better if it didn't have such close ties with the government. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but like I say, our government leaders look at our military as their own private army, and it's not. It's the military of the government people, of the United States people. So, so that's got way out of hand. Another thing I thought was good was government loans for college loans, stuff like that, and they even boogered that up. I say, please make a comment. Let me know something that the government has done properly. I mean, I really need help on that. I'd like to give the government some kind of support, some kind of a, good thing going. You did something right. I need to know, but I can't think of anything right offhand. One of the things that only the government can do is highways, and they've even screwed that up. They can't take care of them. They can't maintain them, and then what they do is they sell them to foreign countries. I mean, I don't understand how screwed up the government can be, and now they're going to put that highway going from Texas on up to Canada, and it's going to be an international highway in which the American people can't use, and it's going to divide our country. Oh man, how screwed up can the government be? And the thing is, none of the things that the government does benefits the people. The government officials benefit, not the people. Even unemployment, none of this is good, and all of this is destroying our country. And you wonder why I've got a dislike for the government, why I think the government is screwed up. Yeah, you can't figure this stuff out for yourself. I mean, this guy, but the thing that makes it worse, I tell you about, I'm not picking on this guy, but what thing's really bad is there are people that believe this crap, the same stuff that this guy believes, and this guy, he worked for the government too. So, I don't know, do all government employees believe they are helping us, the U.S.? Do all of the government employees believe that we need them? Even when my wife had her stroke and our lives just went to hell, they weren't there. I'll tell you, I did look for help. I did. And they weren't there. Now, according to my own personal experience, if I would have waited 6 months to a year, maybe the government might have been able to come up with some stuff. But they weren't. I'll tell you, the one thing that I really thought was that they could help, and I needed that help instantly, I mean really fast, was she was paralyzed on this last stroke. And I did ask. I asked them, the Meals on Wheels. I said, and I asked them if we could get one meal a day delivered to our house for both of us, that would make my life a whole lot easier. Like I say, she was paralyzed. I had to not only care for her, but I had to cook, clean, and do all that kind of stuff. And that was kind of tough on me. And it was kind of overwhelming. And they weren't going to get involved. Now I did. My son and daughter-in-law came down and helped. And if it wasn't for that, I mean, I don't know what I would have done. He was there for a couple, 2 or 3 months to help me get stabilized and think and figure out what am I going to do? I mean, my whole life is screwed. All I needed was one meal a day. I couldn't get it. I'm willing to pay for it too. So, but I didn't have all the paperwork done. So, let me see. My wife being paralyzed, having to take her places, get stuff done, doing all this kind of stuff. I just didn't fit in quite right.